Okay, good evening, students. I'm Bon. Today, we are here to discuss you about like how to face your exam and how like some tips. Okay, what are the best time? How to manage the time? Like that way, we are going to discuss few things about your O-level exam. The motivation of this seminar is to motivate you for your O-level exam. Okay, අපි බලන්නේ කොහොම හරි ඔයාලට ධෛර්යයක් දෙන්න මේ එක්සෑම් එක හරියට ෆේස් කරන්න. හරිද? ඔයාලා මොනවද කරන්න ඕනි, මොනවද කරන්න හොඳ නැත්තේ? ඔය වගේ ගොඩාක් දේවල් ගැන අපි මේ සෙෂන් එක තුල සාකච්ඡා කරනවා. අපි බලනවා පුළුවන් උපරිමේ කෙටි කාලයකින් මේ සෙෂන් එක කරගෙන යන්න. හරිද? එතකොට හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ එක්සෑම් එකකට මුහුණ දෙන්න තමයි මේ සූදානම් වෙලා ඉන්නේ. දැන් හරියටම බැලුවොත් මට කියන්න එක්සෑම් එකට දවස් කීයක්ද තියෙන්නේ? තව දවස් හරියටම 10ක් තියෙනවානේ. අද 13 වෙනිදා 23 වෙනිදා වෙනකොට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට එක්සෑම් එක ස්ටාර්ට් වෙනවා. එතකොට මේ එක්සෑම් එක ලියන්න ඔයාලා ඔයගොල්ලන් ෆිසිකලි ඒ වගේම මෙන්ටලි ගොඩාක් ස්ට්‍රෝං වෙන්න ඕනි. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න ඔයාලා හරිද? මොන දේ වුණත් whatever it happens, it will happen for your good. මොන දේ වුණත් ඒ වෙන්නේ ඔයාගේ හොඳට කියන එක මතක තියාගන්න. අනිත් එක exam එක ගත්තොත්. Okay, when we take the exam, it's just a paper. Okay, yeah, it's important. But remember, that is just a paper. Even though it plays an important role in your future. හරිද? ඔයාගේ අනාගතයට ඒක ගොඩාක් වැදගත් අඩිතාලමක් වුණාට ඒක paper එකක් විතරයි. paper එකකට බය වෙන්න කිසිම අවශ්‍යතාවයක් නැහැ. You will no need to feel afraid of a paper. Okay, always be strong. Okay, හැම වෙලාවෙම හොඳට strong ව හිතන්න. bold ව හිතන්න. බය වෙන්න එපා. ඔයාලා මේ ලියන්න යන්නේ paper එකක්. මෙච්චර දවස් term test ලිව්වා නේද? online exams කරා. ඒ වගේ මේ paper එකක් විතරමයි. ඔයාලා බය වුණොත් මේ දේ කරන්න බෑ. ඒ හින්දා පළවෙනි දේ තමයි ඔයාලා බය වෙන්නේ නැතුව මේ එක්සෑම් එකට ෆේස් කරන එක. ඔයාලා ගාව තියෙන බය දෙකක් තියෙනවානේ. එකක් මම අහුවම කිව්වා one was like exam fear. Other one was like the fear of telling the results නේ. එක්සෑම් එක තාම ලියලා ඉවරුනෙත් නැහැ. ඒකට කලින් ඔයාලා බය වෙනවා කොහොමද මම society එක face කරන්නේ නේ? කොහොමද මම results කියන්නේ? Don't bother about anybody. It is only your future. You only have the ability to decide it. ඔයා තමයි තීරණය කරන්න ඕනි ඔයාගේ result එක මොනවා වුණත් ඔයා ඒකට ඇත්තටම වැඩ කරොත් if you really work for it you have to feel very confident to tell your results. Okay, so remember, no need to get fear about exams or telling your results because that is your effort. No, you took that effort, right? Nobody didn't come and give you take this effort, write the exam. No. Okay, everybody will tell something if you fail. That's true, that's the nature, but the thing is you should not get failed. Okay, you can do this. You have 10 days. Even this 10 days is enough. No, you see, you have 10 days. No, 1 day per subject. You can cover 9 subjects. No, then you will have one extra day also. Remember, they will ask only from your textbook. All the questions they will ask from only the textbook. So read the textbook. Okay, like turn the pages. හැම පිටුවක්ම පෙරලන textbook එකේ මට මේ පිටුවේ තියෙන දේවල් පුළුවන්ද? ඊළඟ පිටුව පුළුවන්ද? හැම page එකක්ම check කරන්න. කිසිම තැනක mistake එකක් තියන්න එපා. What you want to do is give a good name, you know, for your parents. They also waiting for you, no? Even though you don't give them anybody, you want to get a good name for yourself, no? So do your best. If you do your best, you will never need to feel sorry for that. කවදාවත් දුක් වෙන්න ඕනේ නෑ. ඔයාලා ඒක හොඳටම හරියටම කරොත්. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න මේ O level එක කියලාද ගත්තොත් එහෙම එක පාරක් ලියන්න. ඔක දෙතුන් පාරක් කරන exam එකක් නෙවෙයි. හරිද? ඒ හින්දා ඔයාලා දෙතුන් පාරක් කරත් මේ O level එකේ result එක තමයි you want to write in all your CVs and everything. No, this is my result. You can't write there. We had the pandemic. We had economical issues. No, you can't write like that way. You can't tell your reasons to anybody. Nobody is going to listen for the reasons that which you have gone through to fail your life. If you succeed, if you got success, they will listen to your reasons. All a success unot e velawata යාළුවාගේ ඔයා කියන දේවල් අහයි. Okay, they will listen to you when you have succeed. But if you fail, nobody is going to hear, like, why did you fail? Nobody is going to ask about that. Nobody. Everybody is asking, how did you become successful? No? How did you get this much good results? But nobody will ask why you got low results. Tell your reasons. Now, when you're telling results, I have 9 A's. Oh, wow, that's a great moment. That's so happy. No, but if you say I have 1A, 2C, the all 5S and something fail like that way, they will not ask. Okay, they will ignore you. Understand? So don't be a person who is like you're going to get ignored. Be a person that you are being praised by everyone. Be a person like that. Okay. So remember, while you're telling the reasons for the failure, like I can't do this, I couldn't go school, I didn't have enough time, I don't understand this lesson, stop telling these things. Be positive. That is the first thing. Be positive. You are the one who decide your life. Okay, you are the one who have the ability to do that. Get motivated. Do your best. Work hard. Change your habits, that which makes you fail. Wake up early in the morning. Work for your goal. Stop using social media, mobile phones, TV, games, all these things until you finish your exam. Exams ivara venakam vitarak hari me hamma dema navattana. After you finish your exams, if you use these days properly, after the exam you will have more than enough time. Do anything you want. Go for a party, enjoy, play games, watch TV. Nobody will listen. Nobody will ask. Don't waste your time. Study. Nobody will tell you. Only thing, use this time properly. මේ වෙලාව හරියට පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ජීවිතේ ගොඩ දාගන්න. හරිද? ඒ හින්දා ඔයාලා මෙතන social media පාවිච්චි කරනකොට when you are going through the games, no, and when you are telling reasons for the failures, no, there's another set of students who are studying. තව කට්ටියක් ඉන්නවා මහන්සි වෙලා study කරන. You want to compete with them. Understand? When you are going for a job or whatever, when you are telling your results even, there will be students who are getting A9s. So you also want to be one of that. Got it? So try your best, do your best. And next one, not getting a mind to study, you know. What is that? You want to get that mind. Your mind should be under your control. Don't let anybody to control your mind. Control your mind by yourself, because your lack of time now. So you want to plan these things. You want to manage these time. You want to get the mindset of studying. When you're studying, remember these things. No matter if you study 10 words for 1 hour, that's okay. Maybe your friend studying more than you, more than like he's studying for hours and hours. But even if you study 1 hour, 10 words, study those 10 words as you never ever forget. ඔයාලා පාඩම් කරන්නේ වචන 10ක් වුණාට ඒ වචන 10 කවවම 10ක්වත් අමතක නොවෙන විදිහට පාඩම් කරන්න. ඒක වැදගත්ම දෙයක්. Okay? Because ඔයාලා පාඩම් කරන දේ අමතක වෙන්න හොඳ නැහැ. That is one thing. Another one, ඔයාලා පාඩම්, like when you study something, do questions, past paper questions, revision questions. හරිද? ප්‍රශ්න කරන්න. ඔයාලා පාඩම් කරන කොටසට අදාළව ප්‍රශ්න කරනකොට you are like very qualified with those parts. ඔයාලා ඒ ප්‍රශ්න කරනකොට I can do these questions very well. That mindset is coming for you. You will know how they are asking questions from that particular part. නේද? පාඩම් කරපු කොටසෙන් කොහොමද ප්‍රශ්න අහන්නේ කියන එකත් ඔයාලා දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. So you have to be well prepared to answer the questions. So one thing, study as you never forget. No matter even you study 10 words for 1 hour, but you should not forget that part. Completely study කරන්න. Lesson එකක් study කරනකොට completely study that unit. Don't make any mistakes. Okay? Study that one, do revision, go through with it, because your effort matter here. Okay? Because your future, your effort, your life, you only have to decide. Change your habit, you can achieve. Okay? එතකොට as I told you, you want to study the things as you never forget, and you want to do revisions, questions, and revise. That's another one more thing. Read fastly. Read and read and read and go. Like if it is a chapter, photosynthesis, what is a photosynthesis, and read that all the definitions. Highlight the definitions. Okay. Like take your textbook, highlight all the definitions, check your book, whether you know the first page, know the second page, is there anything you don't know? Check all the things, page by page for each subject. You have some easy subject as well as difficult subject. Take past paper questions and start to do. When you are doing the past paper questions, you will know I am weak in this part. I want to pay more attention on this lesson. Yes, take your book and study that lesson. You want to sleep, you want to eat, everything is true. Okay. But if you waste this time, you will never get it back. Your future will never come back. So pay a good attention, start your work from now. It's not about starting now and leaving tomorrow. Okay, getting motivated today and leaving it tomorrow. It's not like that. Change your habits, change your life only for these days. Okay, until you finish the exam, work very hard for it. Always have hamma velave me ala questions aane textbook එකෙන් විතරයි. They will only ask questions from the textbook. So get familiar to the textbook. Okay. And like I'll also like to share one of my personal situation, like personal thing what happened to me. Like as I was a child like you, I had to do my science O-level exam. I loved the subject science, but I had difficulties. I couldn't go any private classes. I was only going school. Now I'm telling my reasons for the failures. Okay. And what happened? In our school, they didn't finish the grade 11th notes also. Textbook things, they didn't teach us anything. Okay, that's okay, what to do? But I want to get prepared from my side. No, I took my friends' notes, they were going classes, all the things, and got the things together. And I did self-studying for the grade 11 science. I was going through all the things. I was studying the things and going through with that. Later, we had the third term exam of grade 11. No, I wrote the paper. When I looked at the paper, it was full and full grade 11. Like O-level paper will never come like that. But I wrote it. What to do? I was so depressed and I didn't know, but I didn't leave any question. Don't leave a question like, I don't know the answer. Do something, write something. Even if you don't know don't leave blank. That is another one more important thing. I didn't leave anything. I just wrote the answers and I got my results. Can you imagine what's my results? It was S. It was 35 in the border margin. Okay, it was in margin 35 marks. I was so disappointed because I studied the grade 10 part very well and couldn't go ahead with the 11 part for the bad luck, but I did my best. So my friends were coming and telling me, don't worry, this is not the O-level paper. No, you can do for the O-level very well. They were motivating me. Like I was saying, no, I'm not worrying about that. But inside, I was worried in case if I got the O-level paper in the same manner. No? Because I am a child, I'm getting depressed. No, I can understand your feeling. So we had come through our life by passing these ages. Okay. So, okay, now days are passing and O-level science days here. O-level science. Now I'm just playing and chilling and waiting. Then my mama came and asked, aren't you studying, dear? After that, don't tell me like couldn't study that and this. That I was so sad and like I'm crying. For the whole day I was crying. When I'm going for the science exam, I wake up in the morning and my eyes were like so like okay. Then what happened? I went to the exam. I have to travel about 1 hour. So while I'm going in the vehicle, school van, I was going through the notes, like grade 10 book I took, and I'm literally turning the pages. I know this part. I know this part. I didn't know. Check it. Okay, I know. No, like that way, I'm just literally turning the pages and revising the things. And unfortunately, I could only turn the pages of the grade 10 book. We had 3 books, bio, chemistry, and physics. So only that 11th thing, I couldn't even have a check even. I came to the school, so and went and sat for the exam. When I saw the paper, I was so happy. Do you know why? Because I had questions that which I learned with my friends. That's what I'm telling. Study like as you never forget. Because I studied with my friends long time ago, no, and I have revised the things. I have those things in my mind. So I wrote my answers, and I was so happy about the effort I took because I worked hard. Okay, in my target, like I had a target. Maybe sometimes we are having difficult subjects like math, science, we feel difficult, right? But I had a goal, like I should not never ever take S pass for any subject. My minimum results have to be C, because 55, more than 55, if you score only, that result is valid. Okay, usually under that they won't consider your result. It's also considered as a fail only. So I got a C pass, and I thought, like, if I could study the 11th thing, I maybe have done better. Okay. But like when I say that one for anyone, nobody will not listen to that. Okay. If I say my results and if I put my result in my CVs and all, they will just see my result. This girl is like this. Okay. Next one, A-level qualification. No, like that, they will go for the next qualification. They will never ask what is the reason for getting a C pass in the science. No, but I am happy I got passed in that, right? Because the effort I take, I'm telling you also, take your effort, change your habit, make your dreams happen. Oalata puluwan, oalage deval venas karan. Even for the history exam, before grade 10, I had under 55. Okay, under 55 marks only. I haven't taken more than that. But later onwards, like I was trying through the things, and I got B pass for history. You won't believe, but I got a B pass because I did my best. And I was thinking it is A. I think I still believe that it is maybe 670, 374 something, because I did very best. When you do your best, you will never have to feel sorry, feel worry about your results. I did my best, and I'm so proud to say my result because I did my best. The thing you want to do is do your best. Change your habits. Like, don't use the phone, social media, anything until you finish this exam. Like, reserve this time, whole time, for your education purpose, because this is very important. So remember, as I told you, you want to compete with the people. Like, there are some students who are 24/7 studying. So ඔයාලගේ competitors ලා වෙන්නේ අනාගතේ job කරනකොට හරි මොකක් හරි කරනකොට එයාලා. Those are the people who are going to compete with you. So get prepared from your side. Is it clear? How do you feel now? Is there any doubt still, like you're going through, I'm having this depression, that depression? Is there anything like that still going on? If so, tell. If I can, I'll help you through that. Mrs. Reza also there, and she will do a small, she will also guide you to the things. Yeah, we will come through the time management also. What else?
Yes. Now, yeah, actually, it was really good motivating to the students. Like, the thing is, like, students have to speak up, right? This is a time that you're not studying, right? This is not your time to take books and take notes and like that. You have to talk, like, nobody knows who you are, right? Just you can talk up and you can release your stress here. If you have any problem, you talk up here and finish it. You drop it here and go. When it is going in your head only, it becomes heavy to you, and it keeps you reminding when you're starting to study, right? So if you have anything, you have to ask. So what is the best time to study? Yeah, that is actually like this only. The best time to study is depending on you. If you are an early bird or if you are a night owl, you have to identify that first, right? So I'll give you the chance to unmute and talk to yourself. Like, I'll give a chance for that, so you can talk up at that time. So yeah, the question here is, what is the best time to study? Yes, you had to find whether you're an early bird. Early bird means, are you a person who is able to wake up in the morning, right? So most of the time people say that studying early in the morning is the best. Yes, of course. Studying early in the morning means from 4 a.m. It starts from 4 a.m. That time is the best time because you had a good sleep. But if you want to wake up at that time, you have to definitely sleep early, right? If you are a night owl person, night owl in the sense, you are a person who works under the midnight oil. You know, you work a whole night. For example, you can say until 12, midnight, 1, like that. So there are people who study like that as well. But night time is not the best time to study. But I can't tell for everybody, okay? There are people who can study at night and who memorize stuff. But mostly, it's not the best time. The reason is night is a time that is allocated for your sleeping hours, right? Your brain is resting. Our body is hardly working the whole day, and we are coming for a time that we want the rest. So then sleep is a must. As a student, you need at least 6 hours of a sleep, right? So that will make you to relax. So if you think you are a night owl, of course, then what I tell you is sleep a little in the evening time, little in the sense around 2 hours, that's enough. Then you wake up the whole night. Once everybody is gone to a nap, you take your plans and get ready and make it up, right? So that's the thing you have to do to check whether what time is good for you to study. Then, how do we do past papers if we haven't learned the books? Yes, that's a good question. How do you do past papers? Now, it's like this only. If we haven't do the books, let me tell you an example for this one, right? Now, there are people who think about their family limits. This is an example for that question. Okay. Yeah. The thing is, some people are there, they say, my father is uneducated. My mother is uneducated. They just went to school up to grade 8 and 9. They didn't even sit their O levels. So how am I supposed to pass my exam? Yes, you can get this question. It is similar to the question like, I didn't do any books. How can I do past papers? Right? So don't let your family limits to become yours. If your father or mother or your family is not educated, they have no knowledge on English, it doesn't matter, right? You are a different person. You are born differently. You may share the same genes and all, but you don't share the same brain, right? You share the same genes, but you don't share the same brain, right? So don't think if they couldn't do it, if my sister couldn't do it, if my parents couldn't do it, how would I am going to do? How am I going to do that? So they are not sitting in your classes. They didn't go to your tuitions. They didn't listen to your lectures. They didn't experience what you experience. So they didn't take your notes. So they are not having the adrenaline rushes that you are having, right? They are not having the things, the hormonal changes that you are having. It's like this. How do we do past papers? Of course, you can do past papers. I have seen plenty of students who have gone through the exam just by doing past papers. Still, there is chance for you. If you take your past papers and you can't do question means, just have your textbooks by yourself. Take the first question. For example, now I'm actually teaching maths, so I'll go with the maths examples. Everybody's doing maths, right? So if I take the first question, I can see a triangle drawn and I can see they have given 3 angles. One angle is marked as X and they're asking to find it. And I totally don't know how to do it. Then the lesson, it's a triangles lesson. Go to the triangles lesson, refer the theorems. There are theorems, right? There are 42 theorems in geometry you have. You should have a short note on that. So you take the theorem which shows that diagram. Yes, interior angle is 180. If the total angle is 180, they're asking to find only one angle. Then you can use that theorem and make it find the solution. So in maths, all the questions are not possible to do in that manner. But for theoretical problems like science or history, you can find the lesson, turn the pages and do the past paper. So past papers should be done by referring to the book if you are a weak person. You can't do it without looking the books. You have to practice, keep on practicing. The practice makes you perfect to sit on the final exam day, right? So you have to try in that manner. How can we cover the syllabus within one day? No, that's actually a not possible thing. It's possible only for a bright student. I don't say bright and weak. Brighter students are there. Always they refer the books. Always they study. They always work on the subject. For those students, that referring one day is okay. Or else there are students who have make up short notes. Now, I'm a person who does that. If I study something, I take it to a different book and keep it as a note. For example, let's say history. Okay, history you are taking, and you're studying the first lesson of grade 10, the literary sources and archaeological sources, let's say. So you take that and you make a short note on the whole lesson. So that lesson is done. So that was done when you were in grade 10. Then you in your school, they did the second lesson. Then you make a short note on second lesson. So if you are having a properly managed short note book, that short note book is the book you're going to refer in one day and cover the syllabus on one day. Other than that, if you say, no, I don't have such a thing, then what you have to do, you have to take a whole time, sit and refer the notes little by little, turn the pages, as Mistress at all, turn the pages, look at the letters, look at the pictures, go through the things and try to take your head. But it's not possible for you to take in one day if you have not studied at least a little. So it's just a dream if to look at the whole pages at try to take one day, right? And how can I, yeah, that I'll ask you that about how many hours should we study daily? How many hours means, like, if you take, it's like this only. There are 24 hours a day. Okay. So now there are 10 days, 240 hours are remaining. If you allocate 6 hours for sleep, you have remaining how many hours? If you allocate 6 hours for sleep, you have another 18 hours remaining. Can you understand? Right? Then if you allocate around 7 hours for other works means like eating, bathing and other stuffs and all, 7 hours if you allocate, still you are remaining with 11 hours per day. So can't you utilize this 11 hour which is having for a day for your studies? So nobody's parent is going to force you to come and cook and wash the clothes and clean the house and all those stuff, and to babysit and stuff, right? You just go to your room and have your own space and take these 11 hours and use it. So you don't use the whole 11 hours for one single subject. It will make you mad. Try to take 3 subjects, right? Revise a little, or 2 subjects, whatever. It's depending on your capacity. I can't tell you have to take this much, you have to take this much. It's your capacity. You are the best person who knows yourself, your character. So I think that 11 hour is the thing that you have to take to your study, because in these 10 days every single second is important, right? Other thing, how, miss, what to do for too much sleepiness? Yes, good question. Actually, this is not a disease that you have. Okay, so this is coming because of you're afraid, right? You're afraid, you're having stress, you're kind of what we call down minded, right? So when you remember this sleepiness is something that is given by the devil, right? It comes and say you, I'm sleepy, just sleep, you can study this tomorrow. No point referring this. You're already too late. No, you're already too late, just go and sleep, no point referring this. No, that those are the negative words that you can hear when you start opening your book, right? But you have to study hard. Don't say it's impossible. No matter if it is impossible, no matter if it takes time, even no matter if the sun rises, no matter even if the sun sets, no matter if you have to wake up whole night, you remember that you have to reach the success. The best feeling in this world is reaching the success, right? Just imagine you get the first in the class, how much of happiness you get. That's a bigger success. If you're a person who is good in this cake making stuff, I know these days, like, lots of girls are so fond of making these cakes and sweets and all this stuff. And when they make one such sweet successfully and everybody in the family says, wow, it's yummy and delicious, how do you feel? You feel like you won the world, and you feel like you're the chef of the house. You feel like you're a best cook than your mom, isn't it? Of course, it's because that's the best feeling, the success. When everybody starts appreciating you, when everybody give a big applause to you and encourage you, then how do you feel? You feel the success, right? So if you feel sleepy, remember that. Rather than sleepiness, you have to reach the success, right? I know, right? I know. I was also a student. Today I'm a teacher, but I was also like you one day. I know that studying sucks. I know, right? It's just like the government today. Studying sucks. Yes, you get bored, right? You're really boring when you look at all these white pages filled with the blue and black inks. You feel bored. Every subject is having white page and blue ink or black ink printed with the same 26 letters of the English alphabet, repeating and repeating. I know. right? You feel like you want to escape, you want to run somewhere very far where nobody's there to listen to you, nobody's there to come and disturb you, and nobody's there to come and ask you, when is your exam? Are you prepared? Are you ready now? So you're going to visit your exam, right? In another few days. So your results will come out. So are you going to score better than your cousin? They tell you, I know. So you feel like you want to escape and run out of the whole house. But you have always dreamt about the luxurious life. Did you forget that? You have always dreamt about your becoming a doctor, an engineer, a teacher. You have dreamt about making your closet full of dresses. Yeah, right. Beautiful vehicles you wanted to buy. You wanted to buy some luxurious vehicle, right? You wanted to have some classic products and all. You want your dream to become yours. So for that, you have to work hard. So when you remember this, like helpless sleepiness, remember about your target, remember about your ambitions. You have to give up your temporary happiness. Sleeping is a temporary happiness during this situation. If you give up your temporary happiness, only you can get the permanent happiness. Give up the movies. I know that everybody have watched KGF part 2 and now itself, I guess. Nobody have missed it, right? Of course. So you have to give up it. No, that film is not going to run anywhere. Definitely, it's going to be uploaded in YouTube publicly one day. You can watch it later on. Give up the movies, give up the social medias. I don't say don't go into social media. You can, but in a certain time, in a time that you have a break, like once in a while, to go and check what's going in the country or what's going with our exam dates, what's going up in, like you can check it no matter, because it has become a part of our life now. It's just like food and water for us. But you have to give up a little bit. Don't stick into that, right? You have to give up the family gatherings and all these stuff. So these things you have to give up. Then only you can do. Other thing is, what should we do for too much sleepiness? You have to have proper sleep. If you are a fat person, if you are a person who snores, right? If you are a person who works the whole day with sleepless nights, if you are a person who is using the mobile phone or the laptops, any digital devices during the night time, then that's the problem, that you don't have enough sleep, right? So you should try to make yourself, make your brain, make your body, make your mind calm. You should have a proper sleep. Not only students, even the babies or adults, if they didn't have a good sleep, you can't work, children, right? You can't work. It's really tiring. But start up your day freshly. Start up your day freshly. How can you start your day freshly? How can you start your day freshly? Wake up early in the morning, right? Rather than keeping a mobile phone in your alarm in the mobile phone, try to keep the alarm in an alarm clock. If you had a mobile phone, you will keep on snoozing, keep it up for snooze. Just try to avoid, right? If you hear the ring, you have to wake up at that second itself. You have to wake up at that second itself. You should not postpone the time. The time you are postponing, you have to remember, every second you delay, other person will pass you and go. Your friend might have woke up at 2 o'clock itself and start studying. Can you understand? So you have to give up that. And if you are a night owl person, keep a bowl of hot water, little warm water, and put your leg into that time. You study a little. Put your leg, take it out a little. Put your leg and take it out a little. So you know that you're awake. Drink a cup of hot coffee, right? Don't drink continuously. Like once in a while, take a hot cup of coffee, right? Have some food by yourself. Don't have these fast food snacks and stuff, some healthy foods or something, some kind of a carrot by yourself. It's a vegetable. You can just bite it while you're eating. While you're studying. So when you're doing something, other activity, it's not the time to sleep. It's time to work. Okay. Right. Then what else? What do we do the day before the exam? Good question. I think this question can be answered better by Ms. Risla than me. Right? So she will answer that. What do we do the day before the exams? Okay, wait a second. I'll just allow the... Okay, fine.
Yeah. Okay. So, day before the exam, you have a lot of things to do. And I would like to add another small thing for Ms. Reza's speech, that was when you wake up, no? When you wake up and study, always keep a bottle of water near you. Drink water, have water, because when you drink water while studying, automatically you will get a call from the nature. So you want to get up and walk and go, and you will refresh and you will come back. When you're washing your face, ears, when water goes inside your ears and all, what happens means your mind is literally going away from that sleep. So you are getting fresh and you're coming back to study, you can start freshly again. No? So always remember those tips that which she told. And next I'm coming for the things that what you have to do when you're doing your exams. Okay, before the exam day. There's another question like how many hours should we study at stretch? That's what I told. When you keep the water bottle near you, automatically within 1 hour, you will have to go and walk. So then you are doing a small physical activity, and because you have to walk now. So then after that, you are getting refreshed and you are coming back. So you can start studying again. So that will not be an issue. Okay. So next thing, when you're going through with these exams, there's one more question like how to overcome boredom. Yeah, that's also a good question. But remember your goal, remember your exam. Okay, you have to go through it. Okay, so you want to be very strong to face it. Okay, students, so you must do it. If you remember that one, like if you really get the interest of the exam, like if you really feel that you want to go through with this exam, you will never feel boring because you're not having enough time to get bored. Okay, so just get started. Start working from today itself, from now, like after this meeting, start your works. Okay. Yeah, when you're going through with the exam, you have to follow a few things. One important thing is, I think you might have got the exam admission papers, right? You want to take your admission papers, your ID card, or that ID card regarding you will have a paper. No, they will give you a paper regarding that one, or your passport, something, a document that proves yourself. You have to take that also. Other than that, there are some other things like when you are going answering the questions, you will also have to get the idea how to answer those things. Yeah, there are so many questions. I think Miss Reza, after we finish their question, that's better going to this part, no? They have asked, Miss, now we'll have little days, right? If we revise only past papers, is it not a problem without revising the textbook? Like it have to be done parallelly. You want to revise the textbooks as well as the past papers. You want to always make sure that you're not forgetting the things that you have studied. Like sometimes we are getting an empty feel like we have forgotten everything. That's really normal because when we have studied a lot of things, our brain feels empty. But wherever in our brain, in somewhere, that things are stored. So that you can revise them. Okay. Which place is most better to study? Choose a silent place wherever you feel comfortable. Always try to sit on a chair with a table to study more than the bed, because bed is a place that where you sleep. So when you come to the bed, your brain automatically gives a signal for your body, it's time to sleep. Okay. When you're studying, you have to keep your mobile phone away from you or keep it silent, because when those messages, your phone is literally calling you to look at it. Okay, so be away from that, because even one message you got from your friend, no, what will happen? You will go through that message, then your whole time is spending in your phone. No, so always be away from the social media, mobile phones until the exam is over. Okay. Yeah, as I told you, fear of failures. Don't get fear first because you didn't face it yet. So be strong to face. After you face that, we'll see the balance. Okay, you get the trust, build that trust. I can. I'm going to do it. I'm going to achieve it. Get that trust. You know, even Allah is saying, according to Islam, Allah is saying like this: try your side. Okay, God is saying, try your side. Okay, after that, He's saying, pray for that. Okay, like try your side and pray for that. And then He's telling, I will give you. Okay, if I give you, that is for your good. If I didn't give also, that is for your good. So you have to build like from your side, you want to do your best. And after that, there are goals, no, for Tamil people, one God, Sinhala people, one God, Muslims, one, Christians, one, like that. You will have your own belief. Yeah, pray your God, because he also can help you from somewhere. Okay, so that one. Okay, so go through with these things that will also help you to success your life. So let's go through a small video clip that which is going to okay. So when you're writing the A level, this video is already there in Mrs. Raiza's Learn with Raiza YouTube channel. So if you want, you can check that also. One, you want to get rid of this stress. හරිද? exam එක face කරනකොට ඔයාලා මේ පීඩණයෙන් අයින් වෙන්න ඕනි. ඊළඟට exam එකට කලින් දවසේ ඉඳන් ඔයාලා මොනවද අරන් යන්න ඕනි, අරන් යන්න නැත්තේ හොඳ නැත්තේ, ඒ විදිහට ඒ දේවල් සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඔයාලට idea එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනි. Okay, first important thing is exam date. When is your exam and whether it is the first or second paper and at what time is it starting, when it is it, all these things you want to remember, because like samahara velawata ඔයාලට exam day එක අමතක වෙනවා. When the basket subjects, when it is coming for the basket subjects, you will forget the dates. Okay, so remember in the timetable which subject is there. First day, what is the subject? Second day, first paper, second paper, all these things. මේ හැම දෙයක්ම මතක තියාගන්න ඔයාලා exam එක ලියන්න යන්න කලින්. Okay, one time like අපේ ඉස්කෝලේ අක්කා කෙනෙක් second shy කරන්න ආපු කෙනෙක්, එයාට අමතක වෙලා එයා exam එක උදේ තියෙන paper එකට හවස ඇවිල්ලා එයාට අමතක වෙලා. So you want to be very careful. උදේ තියෙන paper එකට හවස ආවහම එයාලා ඔයාලට ඒක ලියන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. So one important thing is remember the time, date, subject, whether it is part 1 or part 2. So remember that exam timetable thing. Okay, that is one important thing. So remember it before the exam day. And next thing, you want to remember that you have get prepared for the exam very well. Don't stress yourself in your exam day. Before the exam day, don't stress yourself. Just refer the things, revise the things, go through it, but don't stress. Okay, that's as I told you, like sometimes you will feel that I'm empty, I can't remember anything, but you will remember those things when you're writing the answers. Okay, don't worry, everything, all of you who are facing all level this time will remember all the answers. හැම උත්තරයක්ම මතක් වෙයි, බය වෙන්න එපා හින්දා චුට්ටක්වත්. Okay, අනිත් එක exam එකට යනකොට before 30 minutes අඩුම විනාඩි 30කට කලින් exam එකට යන්න බලා ගන්න. හේතුව තමයි when you are going for the exam hall, it's a new place, you want to remember the things. Okay, so try your best to go earlier. Maybe there are some issues and everything, so always go earlier. And other one is take the things that which are necessary for you. Don't disturb others, like color chalk, pencil, pen, ruler, all those things take for yourself. Don't disturb another person. Okay, ඒ දේවල් ටික ඔක්කොම pack කරලා තියාගන්නත් මතක තියාගන්න ඕනි. Okay students, like in case if you have any doubts like whether I can take this or that, just inquire about that before from the examiner. Be kind to them, be pleasant to them. Exam hall එකට ගියාම එයාලත් එක්ක hina වෙලා good morning කියලා start your day, then it will be very pleasant. And don't keep any cheats or anything that which you can use to copy. Okay, you want to be very respectful for those people, you want to be very good and kind in that place, you have to behave very nice, and you should not take any electronic devices or digital device like calculator, mobile phone, digital watches. ඒ වගේ මොනවත් අරන් යන්න එපා exam day එකට. හේතුව ඒ දේවල් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ exams cancel වෙන්නත් සමහර වෙලාවට හේතුවක් වෙයි. හරිද? අනිත් එක exam එක ලියන්න යන්න කලින් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ family members ලා, අම්මට, ඊට පස්සේ ගෝට, ඔය හැමෝගෙම blessings අරගන්න. Ask the elder people, make dua, I'm going to write the exam, I'm so stressed. Make dua. ඒ විදිහට ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ religion එකේ තියෙන විදිහට ඔයගොල්ලෝ pray කරන්න. God ගෙනුත් අහන්න. Ask the God also, because anyhow there will be something a blessing. Okay, so go through with that also. Make dua, like make your gata, all those things. Okay, and as I told you, next thing, you want to take your identity card or passport with your exam admission paper. If you haven't received it yet, let them know about that, because when it is being 13th, I got to know that you have to receive your admission paper. So get them with you. And never forget that. Okay, always keep your exam bag in that one. Keep your pencil, pen, everything, two pencil, two pen with these things. And your clock or watch. If they don't have a clock there, you can take a small watch with you, because you want to manage the time of the examination. Like when it is coming for the paper, like when you receive the paper, check everything, whether all the pages are available, is there any printing mistakes, check all the things. Okay, sometimes the pages can be missing. Okay, so all those things, check them. After that, start to write the answers, and in MCQ paper, you try to take 1 minute per MCQ question, because when you take 1 minute per question, when you're writing all the MCQ questions, you will take only 40 minutes. එතකොට ඒ විනාඩි 40න් MCQ ඉවරයි. You want to mark that one in that square paper. No, all these things you have to do. And if you can leave some time, okay, you can check for the hard questions, and also you can save some time for the part 2 paper. Mostly in part 2, you have to do 5 questions with the according to given time, adjust that one. Mostly for the subject which are having 2 hours for the part 2, you can take 20 minutes per question. Okay, so managing the time is one of the other important thing. After that 20 minutes over, go for the next question, because you want to take some time to attach and all those things. So finish little earlier and think you can do it. Okay, don't go for the mindset like I can't, I will not be able to do it. Forget all these negative things and go with the positive things. You can achieve your exams, all these things. Okay, and never ever think to copy. කවදාවත් copy කරන්න උත්සාහ කරන්න එපා. Red mark එකක් තිබ්බොත් it will be a very big issue. Okay, so don't copy, don't ask your friends answers, and don't make them feel uncomfortable. Don't cheat in your exams, and don't leave any questions. හැම ප්‍රශ්නයකටම උත්තර ලියන්න. Okay, these are important things. And last important thing is, don't make mistakes. Like අත්වැරදීම් වෙනවනේ අපිට MCQ එකේ සමහර වෙලාවට පළවෙනි answer එක වෙන්නේ පළවෙනි question එකට 2 නම් ඔයා ලකුණු කරනකොට සමහරට 3 විදිහට කොටුකොලේ mark කරලා තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මේ වගේ කොටුකොලේ mark වෙනකොට mark කරනකොට අර මම කලින් කිව්ව විදිහට paper එකේ answers ටික කරගන්නවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ paper එකේ questions read කරනකොට minimum ප්‍රශ්නයක් 3 පාරක් කියන්න. Read a question minimum 3 times. Read the question. First time, just read it. Second time, mark the important things and read it. Third time, read. Then you will find the answer, because always your answers are within the question. So read that and find the answer. Then marking in that paper. After that, copying that one for your answer script with the pencil. Okay. Then again, rechecking whether you have marked the things correctly. Okay. And next most important thing is, once you're done with an exam එකක් කරලා ඉවරයි නම් කවදාවත් ඒක discuss කරන්න එපා. Don't discuss with your friends. I did this answer, I did that answer, I don't know, I was wrong. And don't get panic. Okay, because that's over. Get prepared for the next one. Okay, don't get anything that your friends are telling for you. Okay, යාළුවෝ කියන කිසිම දෙයක් ඔලුවට දාගන්න එපා. උත්තර සාකච්ඡා කරන තැනක ඉන්නත් එපා. අයින් වෙලා යන්න. When you're done with the paper, that's over. And next important thing, attaching the papers. Paper attach කරනකොට කටුකොල නම් එක කපන්න. Each question you want to start with a new paper. You want to write the admission paper, page number, question number, everything. And in case if you want additional papers, you can knock the table and get the answers. Okay, ඒ වගේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් මේ ලියන්න නැතුව blank තියන්න එපා. ප්‍රශ්නාංක පැහැදිලිවට දාන්න, because ඔයාගේ paper එක බලන කෙනා, they are not looking you, they are literally looking at your paper. So if you have done it neatly, they will feel pleasant about you. මෙයා හරි ලස්සනට කරලා තියෙනවා. That's very nice to see. But if you didn't write properly, sometimes they will feel like, oh, what is this paper? Okay, so write the answers very neatly and go through with it neatly. Try to understand the question. write only the necessary answers. And when you're writing part 2 questions, part 2 paper questions, mark 6 questions were given, then give an introduction for the question, take 3 points and explain those 3 points with examples. Okay. When you go through like that way, you can do it very well. Okay, you can score very well because they will see all the 3 points, and then you will also, like, the marking people per person will also see that example, everything clearly. Then they will provide you marks easily. Write very well, little big letters, and clearly write the things. Okay. And I am wishing you all the very best for the exams, and I hope that you all can do the things very well. The things that which I told, try to remember these things. And there are some things like questions, a few more questions have come. If you haven't received your admission things, ask your class teacher about that, or else you can inquire about that one from the examination department. If there's a private candidate, you can ask it from the examination department. Okay, you will have numbers, and also you can send mail for that one. You can't study anything before the exam date. You can only revise the things. So just revise the things. And how do we revise everything for a specific subject the day before the exam? As I told you, look at the textbook, turn the pages, and check whether you have the idea of each and everything. Okay. Don't stress too much. Godak stress karaganna epa. First basket, second basket, third basket, you will have baskets. And if you are doing all level, you know that no? First basket thing is like mostly commerce, Tamil, second language if you are doing as that one, or as geography, citizenship, those things are coming under the first basket. Arabic, those things. Under the second basket, literature, aesthetic subjects, all those things. And the third basket, ICT, health, agriculture, home science, that kind of subjects are coming. And okay, then you will receive the admissions. Okay, don't worry about that. Look for a few days, another 3 more days look, and if you don't receive the admission, let them know about that. Okay. Always before the exam day, try to chill yourself. Revise the things. As I told you, look at the book and revise the things. Then headache and stress. That's the title I told. Don't get stressed. Why when Nepal? This is a paper, just a paper. Just as you're writing your normal exams, go and write it, face it. You have to have that gut. Now you're big, no? So face it successfully. You all can. When you stress the things like, I have to do that one, I have to do this one, I don't know how to finish this, I have a lot of things to study, then only the stress is coming. Don't go for that. Just don't make the stress yourself. Just look with these things, are there like that. Just look. Okay, because if you stress, we can't do anything. So always try yourself, try to be stress free. All our stress karaganna to put balagan. Okay. That's it. Be strong. Okay, then you will feel fearless during the exams. How we identify the place of examiner's bench. They will have written your numbers, admission number. They have written that one. It's like this. Exams are important. Yeah, it's very important to put it. Like, it's a very good thing to for your foundation. The foundation exam. But exam is not the whole life. It is a foundation for your life. You want to do it very well without stressing yourself. All try karanang. If you try your maximum, you will never feel sorry for it. Try karanna. හැබැයි ඒ ගැන ස්ට්‍රෙස් කරගන්නවත් ඒක කරන්න බෑ කියලා හිතන්නවත් ඔය වගේ නෙගටිව් thoughts වලට ඔයාලගේ මයින්ඩ් එකට ඉඩ දෙන්න එපා. Don't go with the negative mindset. Okay. And I want to show you the papers, like what are like a small structure of the papers, like how that MCQ thing and part 2 thing you have to write the answers. I'll try to show that. If you have any more questions from Miss Reza, ask that. I'll be explaining you all the things like what you have to write on the paper. How to identify the place of the exam bench. Everyone says this exam changed our whole life. Yeah, that's true. If your result is bad, okay, don't think your result will get bad. Okay. result එක කවදාවත් නරක වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Always think I will get a good result. හරිද? හොඳ result එකක් ලැබෙනවා කියලා හිතන්න, හිතලා වැඩ කරන්න. Okay? If you think you will get a good result, then you can do it. ඔයාලට achieve කරන්න පුළුවන් එතකොට. හරිද? මුලින්ම positive think කරන්න. Yeah, I want to show you that MCQ mark sheet. You have to cross it, not color. Okay? All the instructions will be there and you will be getting 10 minutes to read the instructions. Yeah, I'll come to that point after getting that MCQ sheet and answer sheet. Okay, until that, Ms. Reza will answer your questions. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, the main thing in this discussion was what you have to take to your exam, identity card and admission paper. And the problem that most of even my friends, when we were doing all level, there were 3 students who did the same mistake. They came to the basket subjects in a different time. Like we had literature in the evening and they came in the we had literature in the morning. They came in the evening, so the paper is gone. So gone is gone, right? Your punctuality matters a lot. You have to be on time. There are lots of students who arrive to school very late, right? How much of punishments, even though the prefects punish you, even the teachers punish you, principals punish you, you still go late to the school, right? So why do they punish you? They teach you the punctuality. The same mistake you do when you go to the exam hall. So you have to avoid that. Be in the exam hall 30 minutes before the exam. Then your mind becomes relaxed. It learns the environment, right? You come there, have a small chat with your friends, like who are around, look at the environment, because it's a new place for some people. They get the new centers, then you find your hole, go to your table, see whether everything is okay, whether the table is shaking, whether there are holes in the table. Like that, you have to check it properly. If not, it's difficult for you, right? If you are a person who is suffering with this wheezing or anything, any problem, check whether if your table is exactly under the table, under the fan. If it is, you can tell your supervisor, I'm having wheezing, I'm not good, I'm not well, I feel unwell, so please can I change my days. You can request. That's why, Mr. Statol, your your supervisors are not monsters, right? You can talk to them in a very friendly manner. Whenever you go to the exam hall, keep a smiling face. Greet them, okay? Greet them and keep a smiling face. Every day do that, right? It will help you, right? It will help you to feel your supervisors as your own teachers who worked with you, right? Try to make a friendly environment. Even if other school students come, try to be friendly with them also. Exam is not a big deal, okay? If you fail this exam, I wish you not. If suppose it's not a problem, you don't want to go and lose your life, you don't want to have suicide, you don't want to hide inside the room and all, there are lots of options, right? So don't worry about that. But thinking of that, don't try to leave the exam also, right? O level is a foundation, right? But nowadays this O level exam has become a very, very important one to do anything in this world, right? Except for the post of ministers, you need the O level for everything. Even for a clerk, they look the O level. You understand? So if you feel, can I get a job without O level? That's only the post of ministers, right? So please try to do it. Try to pass it, right? Even S pass is a better pass, because you have done what you can. You have done your maximum. Give your maximum, rather than saying, oh my god, the time is gone, right? Like everything is finished, I have not revised a single set of notes. Rather than saying that, you can keep studying, right? You can watch your notes, you can listen to some recordings. Nowadays you have recordings also. Which batch did they have a recording to revise the notes and all? Which batch had? Never. Only your batch has that chance to revise the notes. You have the PDF materials. See how much of advantage you have. So look at the positive side. What is the pass mark? Okay, the thing is, your batch people don't know this. The reason is you all didn't have much term test and all, right? So that's a problem. Let me tell you. above 35, you get an S pass. Okay. Above 55, you get a C pass. All right. Above um, above 35, 55, 65. Above 65, you get a B pass, and above 75 or equal to 75, you get an A pass. Okay, there are some examiners who give an A pass even for 69 marks. Sorry, not 69, 73, 70 marks, 74 marks. There are some examiners who give you A pass, but there are some examiners who give you B pass even for 74 marks, even for a 74 marks, right? So accepted marks range is 55. Even for a broad job opportunity, 55 is the accepted marks range. So you have to try your maximum to come up with a C. Can you understand? Right. And the other questions here, if someone asks to show our answers to copy, what to do? Yeah, there are some situations, of course. Mm, let me share my personal experience. Mm, let me share my personal experience. I had one of the outsider school student next to me, and it's a boy. He asked me to show, right? So actually, supervisor was next to us, right? Supervisor was next to us. We couldn't do anything, but and I didn't show. Like I was not selfish, really, to be honest. I was not selfish, but I was scared, right? So I didn't show. But later, after the exam, they were like mocking at us. You didn't show. You are a big people. You're big headed. Like all those things they were saying. But it literally, it hurt us because we were like friends and all that. One for one exam paper, they asked, we couldn't do anything. Once another person in front of me was asked to show the answer by his own best friend, and he showed. Right, what happened was he got caught in a split second. He never expected it, and they were bright student. The boy who showed was a very bright student, right? And he got caught. He was taken to the what we call like a supervisor, the head supervisor. Lots of time was wasted, and the other person was just sitting. He was just sitting. The person who went to show got caught, and later I don't know how, somehow managed, and he came to the hall. But around 45 minutes was wasted. It's like a time to write an essay question. And remember, if you were caught, you are not given to write any national exam for 5 years of a time. So do you think you wanted to show? No, right? So don't try to copy or show. Just look your paper and put your heads down and stay, right? Other thing, how to make short note. Yes, don't hesitate to make your short notes easy for yourself, right? You can write a rap song, right? If you need to remember certain points, you can write slangs. You can write something in your mother tongue, right? You can write anything that is easy for you to remember the things. For example, this Sinhala Kavi and all are there, those things. So try to remember this, sing them all the time whenever you go to the kitchen, rather than singing a song from a movie, right? Just sing it and go. The kavi is there, right? Sing them. You will remember easily, right? Is it too late to start restudying? Never. It's not too late if you are trying. Never think it's too late, right? If you are trying, you can. You have the motivation, you have the dedication, so you can, right? Write your papers in the best way you can. Don't try to fill your mind by saying, no, it's too late for me, I think now I can't do anything. But you can, right? You have to study while all the others are sleeping at your home. All the others are having a nice rest, but you have to keep on studying. You have to work when others are just going here and there, just loitering and all. You have to prepare yourself when others are just playing and wasting the time. You are a person who can dream, right? You are a person who can dream. So to bring those dreams come true, what you have to do is you have to work hard. Even now, if you think you can, only thing is, please take your sleep off, right? Don't say it's boring, don't say it's lazy, right? If you feel like that, wash your face and tell yourself, no, the 10 days only, within this 10 days, all these troubles are going to over, right? I'm going to sit the exam and this bloody exam is going to over, and I'm going to have a plenty of time to do everything. Are the papers double checked, or they are checked in once? They actually double check, children. First of all, one examiner is marking your paper with a red pen. I guess, yeah, double check the red pen they are marking. Then later on they are brought to another set of examiners, and they are marking it with another color pen, a pink or a green color pen. It says like that. So they are double checked actually, right? But still there are some examiners who do mistakes and all. Then only the children are sending for recorrection. Okay, so before you send for recorrection, you have to double think as well. There were some students who got a B pass and they sent recorrection and they got C pass. So sometimes it also happens. So you have to be very careful. I have heard they check it thrice, blue pen, pink pen, and a green pen. That's how we were told. But nowadays, I think it's double checked, maybe, right? So anyway, they are not checking only once. That's the only thing I can say. Right. And what else? The questions here. You feel scared. Yeah, afraid and scared. The thing is, if you are not prepared, only you get scared and afraid. But don't try to make you more afraid, because you have 10 days, as Mistress told, 10 days, 9 subjects. Even if you allocate one whole day for one subject, still you can, right? I know it's not that easy. For example, this science and all, it's not that easy. But still you can do it if you practice one O-level paper. Practice one O-level paper, 2021 20 paper, or the model paper. Practice the whole paper, because you should not get scared to the paper. And one more thing, when you go to the exam hall, don't panic. Okay, don't show the fear to your mind. If your mind got tensed, if your mind got like kind of a panic in that, we can't make it. You have to always keep your mind strong. Okay, so you have to say it yourself, all is well, everything is happening for a good, everything is well. So all is well is a good term, right? All is well, everything is well. Just tell now and see. Keep, close your eyes and take a long hard breath. Take a deep breath and say, all is well, I can do this, definitely I can do this. Another 10 days are there, 10 days are there, 240 hours are there for my exam. I am prepared. I studied for 2 years. I went several classes. I sat for hours and hours and listened to the recordings. I sat for hours and hours and strained my eyes, and I did not skip any lectures. In my life, I have never blamed a single teacher. I have never mocked at a teacher. I have never hurt my parents. So God will not do wrong to me. Think of that. If you are a good soul, never, you will never be, you will never fall anywhere. And one more thing, you have to believe in your fate. Everything is written already, right? Whatever is going to happen is already written, and nobody can change it. But you can keep on trying, and your God has written to you for the best. He knows what's the best for you. If He is making you fail any subject, I wish not to, but suppose if you get a less result or whatever it is, but everything is for a good, right? There are big people who are in the society nowadays. They say, I was planning to do bioscience, but I got a C in science, so I didn't choose science for A level. And today I am a good artist. I am a good entrepreneur. I am a good businessman. So if he or she worry at that time, I was not able to become a medical student, I cannot choose science for A level, and if he or she lose his life or cry the whole day and stop hard working, what's the result now? Nothing. So in our life, everything doesn't happen according to our plans, but there are best plans that the God has made us. So whatever comes to you, you have to accept it and you have to live your life. Can you understand? You have to accept what the nature gives you, and then you have to move forward. This is not the worst part of your life, remember, right? When you are grown, when you are growing, you will learn how many things you have to face, and many people have faced more than you, right? Most of you know, right, these kind of motivation speakers and all, like how many Muniba Mazari, just think of her, right? they are kind of, she was just a woman and she suddenly lost her, she was paralyzed or something, and that paralyzing thing only made her to come in front of the world because she became a motivating speaker. Suppose if nothing happened, even today we don't know who is Muniba Mazari. That's how everything happens for a good. Trust it. Okay, so can we chew chewing gum to keep us relaxed? Yes. If you feel relaxed when chewing, you can do it, but drink a lot of water. Is there a chance for exam to be postponed? Yes, of course, there is a chance for the exam to be postponed, right? That is, don't think of that even. Why? Just finish this hell. Why do you want to drag it up so? There are chances to postpone if you burn the what we call this exam department on the O-level exam day, or kill the what we call any ministers or something, make a big rush in the country. Okay, then you can postpone the exam. But again, you are in trouble. Remember. What else question here? We have little days, right? If we revise only past papers, is it no problem without revising textbook? Yeah, you can revise past papers even now. Like these days we are going with the I started on May 9th. I started on May 9th and I'm doing until May 20th O level past papers for math students, right? So every morning 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. that sessions are going on, and there are students who are really dedicated and they are joining, early in the morning. Just think, they're sacrificing their sleep and they're joining that session, and today we have finished around 4 to 5 papers. We are done with them, and I and they personally see an improvement in their marks. They personally see an improvement in their marks, of course. Like today we did 2019 part 1 paper, and the students they itself told me today the paper was easy. Actually, the paper wasn't easy, okay, but they feel it easy because they kept on practicing. When I'm starting it on Monday we did 2020 all level part 1. It was hard for them, they said. Then on Tuesday 2020 all level part 2 section A we did. Then next day we did the part 2 section B. Then the next day we did all level target questions, that are the target questions that the government has given. Then today we did 2019 part 1. Just think, continuously doing 5 days papers early in the morning 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Definitely that brings a change. They itself told it was easy for them today. So I was really happy when they told it, because they had to feel here. So look at this. This is what we did. Can I annotate? No, I can't annotate. So you can see we have done all this. Today, May 13th, we did 2019 part 1. Tomorrow, it's part 2 section A. So what we do in this session is, early in the morning, children do the paper. Within 1 hour, within a time they have to finish. After that, I'm discussing it as well. Can you understand? So this is for maths, I'm saying. So you can do this by all the subjects. You can have a schedule. Why, if I can have a schedule, why can't you draw a schedule? Right? Tomorrow morning I had to do science 2020 part 1 questions, all the things I have to do. Day after tomorrow morning itself I had to wake up and do 2020 science part 2 paper. Like that, why can't you have a target? You can. Here, see, ICT revision every day. See, continuously. You can see consecutive days, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Continuously, when you are doing, your body is getting used for that. Just think, in the fasting month, waking up in the first day of Ramadan is really hard, right? Early in the morning, 3:45, mama is coming and knocking the door. It's really hard. But when it comes for the 30th of fasting, automatically we get used. Our body get used to that. That's how you have to change yourself. You have to make your body used for that. Then everything is possible. Clear?
Yeah. Okay, students. So let's see like how these MCQ thing and the part 2 answer script. Okay. That was a free math seminar. Today also you are having that seminar at 7:30 p.m. If you want details, you can inbox us. Okay. Here in your answer script, like when you are going for the exam in hall, you will get a paper like this to when you're answering the like when you are sitting for the exam. Okay. Here see they are like it will I can't tell it is exactly looking like this, but it is similar for this. Okay, it will look similar for this. You will have read these things. Okay, read the instructions, fill the things. Here most of the time they will have 2021 O level examination. Here you want to write your examination number, Here, the signature of the investigator is very important. When you're taking a paper to answer, check whether the investigator have signed it with the correct date. Because if the date and the sign doesn't match, okay, the paper is not valid. If that investigator's signature is not available in any answer paper that which you have written, that answers paper is simply waste. They are not considering it. So always check whether the examiner or the investigator have signed in that paper, and the subject number you have to write, and the number of pages. Okay, they will inform you about everything. Okay, when you are going for the first day of exam, that's what I told you. Go when on the first day, try to go before 45 minutes earlier if you can, because in that particular place they will give you so much advices, the things that you want to follow, the things that you should not do, everything they will let you know about. So go for that place little earlier, and they will give you this paper. You can refer it, read these instructions and what are the things you want to do. Both the sides you can write. If you don't write any, if you are leaving any page, you can cross it with a line. You don't want to write 2021 or 22 because it will be written over there. Since this is just, that's what I told. It will not look exactly the same, but similar. Read it and follow the instructions. Okay, students? Other than that, here, this part, don't write in this part because it is only for the use of the examiner. Okay, so don't do anything, don't write there anything. The examiner will fill those informations. Other than that, here they say, මෙම පිළිතුරු ලියන පොත විභාග ශාලාවෙන් පිටතට ගෙන යාම හෝ අවසර නොමැතිව පෞද්ගලික ස්ථානයක තබා ගැනීම හෝ වෙනයම් කටයුත්තක් සඳහා යොදා ගැනීමත් දඬුවම් ලැබිය හැකි වරදකි. It's not from the SL online tutor. But the government says that thing, I have put it over there. Okay, so when you're writing the answers, as I told you, read all the instructions and follow according to that, and you will receive a similar, not the exact one, a similar paper like this, and you will have the numbers from 1 2 3 4 by this side, or else like 5 10, like to count the lines, number of lines. First, in this part, you want to answer all the questions and you want to start each question with a new page. Even they mention it or not, start a question with a new page, because here you are writing the question number. If it is the first question, you are writing 01, part 1, A part, B part, like that. We go ahead with it. Write your examine number and admission number, and here write the page number. Okay, because if you shuffle the pages, in case when you're attaching or anything, they will have issues in checking the answers. So always maintain the page thing. Do the things neatly. If you do the things neatly, anything will not get collapsed. Okay, confused when ඔයාලට අන්තිම මොහොතේ නම් ලස්සනට attach කරගන්න පුළුවන්. උත්තරේ ලියන පිටුව ගානේ ලස්සනට තියා ගන්නවා නම්. Be neat in your answers script, because when you're writing the answers, be neat in that, because the paper marking per person, the examiner will not see you. He's looking you throughout this paper, like how you have done through the paper. No, write little big letters, because maybe the marking place is little dark. No? Then they will have issues in looking that. Write big letters, write neatly, write as they can see the answers soon as possible. Those things try to maintain. And as I told you, you will have a similar interface like this to write your answers, and each paper try to put the question number, admission number, and the page number. That will be a must. You can request for any additional paper by knocking on or the tapping on the table. Don't make unnecessary noise. And it is another one more is about the MCQ thing. These are the instructions that will be available in the this side. Okay, so when you're like going through with this, try to go through with these instructions. Just cross the answer. Okay, students? Okay. So another one more important thing is about marking the answers correctly. Yeah, Rise Resha, that's it.
Yeah, excuse me. The thing is, like, one student is asking, what did they tell in the fourth instruction?
Fourth instruction.
Yeah. And yeah, you have to be very careful when you're marking your answers. You know, most students do mistake. They take the MCQ paper and first of all, they try to mark all the answers in MCQ. After that only they are coming to the original marking scheme, I mean, answer sheet paper, that crossing paper. When you're crossing that, you have to keep your finger point properly and cross, double check and do, right? And some students, they wait until the last 10 minutes to come to mark that paper. Don't do that. The supervisors are there. They come and drag your paper and go, right? Personally, I have seen. They come and they drag the answer sheet and go. They don't let you to do anything. So when you get the papers, first of all, write the index number. Definitely don't forget it. Index number, page number, whatever things in the first page, complete it. After that, only go to the question paper. When you see the question paper, you will see it like a long bed sheet. Okay, you have to fold it nicely and arrange the paper, because you all don't know how it comes. Even for term test, we
Really?
don't get like that. So, Miss Tisla, please tell about that, how to fold the paper
Yeah.
and all.
Really, it's a long paper, okay? That's not like one A4 pages. It's not like that. It's like a combination of three A4 sheets, think, will you? Then you have to fold it according to the page numbers. Go through with the page numbers, because sometimes, that's what I told. When you get the paper, look the paper properly, whether every question is there, you have received all the papers. In case if you missed one, you will think like, maybe this question is over from here. But look at the page numbers. They will not make mistakes in the page numbers, and they will put the total number of page count also. So go through with it and attach, like fold the paper in the correct order. Like palavini eka, devani eka, thunvani eka, check all the pages available. Then start writing. Okay. And when you're transferring the answer from the MCQ paper to that MCQ sheet, okay, first mark it with a pencil. Don't make a sambolak karanne epa, okay, because that is very important. If you mark 2 or 3 answers, it is not valid. Only one option, one answer. You can't change it, okay? When you are changing, be very careful. You want to make it very neatly, or else get the advice of the investigator, okay? When you are changing the answers from the MCQ question paper to the MCQ sheet, mark it from the pencil and then double check whether you have marked the correct answers. And then on the third time only, you want to mark it with a pen. I will recommend you that method. Then you will not make mistake. The minimum mistakes will happen then, okay? So those are the things that which we wanted to tell, right, Miss Reza?
Yeah, rough papers, no need to, you have to attach them by cutting from a straight line. From a line, you have to cut it off and you have to attach the rough paper, children. And you are not going to have staplers or anything. What you have to do is, please take a punch and go. I recommend you take a punch and go. From the puncher, you can punch it. Most of the time, papers are punched and given. But sometimes, when it is getting late, I mean, first 3 days, it's going everything in a good manner. You know how Sri Lanka is, right? Later on, they don't mind. They just give papers. So better, if you, for your safety, take a punch and punch it properly and attach the thread. You are given a thread only. From that thread, you have to tie the paper. When you are tying the paper, you should tie it carefully. Sometimes papers get teared. Some children are tying like a hair ribbon tightly. And what happened? Finally, paper tears off. So you have to be very careful to tie it and put 2 knots. Then it won't remove. If not, that's why we are writing index number in all the papers and page number. Suppose if it remove, examiner can find. Other thing is, when you get your question paper, check the page numbers properly. Due to the printing mistakes or any other problem, sometimes some pages are getting misplaced, right? You know how our country goes, okay? You know our system. So you have to be very careful when you get the paper. You have to be very clear. If you are tense, then you are stressed, then you are sweating and panic and all those things, you won't remember anything of this. Right? So when you get the paper, close your eyes and take a deep breath and remember your God. Do your prayers. Do your prayer first. After that, take a relax, be relaxed, sit back and look the paper. Okay, look the paper, look the whole paper, then fold it and make it properly. After that, fill all the admission number, sorry, index number, all the things, subject number, medium, all those things. They are given a small timetable. In that timetable, that subject number and all those are there. Even in the question paper, it's there. So you can fill them. After that, go through all the questions. Just go through, no need to read, go through. After that, start with the first questions and easy questions, can complete it, all those things. Okay. And can we chew chewing gum in the exam hall? So this girl is asking for the 4th time in the text box. In the exam hall, can we chew chewing gum?
No, don't take food. Okay,
Yeah.
don't use food. Like, take your water bottle. That's okay. But other than that, better avoiding other things.
Yeah, because some examiners, they get mad on you when you do those things. So try to avoid it. Miss the extra papers just to do sums. Do we need to attach them? Yes, of course. Maths and all, we attach the rough papers. Cut it and attach. Do they give the subject number? Yeah, subject number is given in the exam paper itself, or else you can even have it in your timetable behind your timetable. There are some numbered things they show you. English is this number, maths is 32, like that they show, like that. What else did we miss to say?
You want to take the ID, admission thing, and the timetable
and
also
ID
better
and all,
taking that
don't
also.
misplace in this public transport. Students are doing a big mistake. They misplace the ID in the bus and come. Be very careful. Have a proper transparent purse. Don't take color other purse. You have to take transparent thing only. And somebody had asked me, can we take a file cover? No, you can't take a file cover. You can take only the things what we told you, the ID and the timetable, admission, whatever the things. And a transparent purse even you can't take sometimes. Sometimes it's allowed, but when we were doing exams, we took our pen, pencil, everything we took in our hand and went. But some students, they brought in a transparent purse, that the transparent one is there, so examiner can see everything inside. Any other question thing can ask us. The most important thing is, after finishing the paper, don't even look at it. And best thing, don't go for the discussion with your friends. They will come and quickly call you, with the split second. Once the supervisor paper is taken, they will come near you and they will tell, what did you put for third question, fourth one? What did you write for the second part, second question, Roman number 2, part A, section A, like that. They will ask everything. You tell, I can't remember anything. I have given the paper. Don't talk anything with me. If you tell this for 2 to 3 days, they will not come back again. Right? And when you finish the paper, don't even look at it. Don't go to take your textbook and compare it. I promise, don't do this. This will harm you only. Right? So take it, roll it and put it in the bag. Go home and take a big, box or whatever the thing that you never open. Put the paper inside that. Don't look it. Get ready for the next paper. Can you understand?
Simply write it and forget it. Okay, and get ready for the next one.
Yeah, you can't change it.
Yeah, that's true. Is there anything, students?
Anyway, you can do it. Don't worry, right? You all did, ne? You all worked, right? You all did something. For 2 years, you all didn't sleep, ne? You all did something. You all learned something. You all wrote something. So everything is there in the brain. At the right time, it will come out. Now just think, when you were a baby crawling in the floor, your parents talked to you, they taught you several things. They told you not to eat from the left hand, eat from the right hand. They told you how to pee and all. They told you how to talk. They told you how to tell mama, dada, whatever. They taught you, but you never talked at that time. When the time comes, you came up. Nobody pushed you. You came up. Why is that? Everything was stored in one place, right? At the right time, it comes. So don't worry. You all can do it. So, Mr. If they have no question, we can come up for an end, right?
Yeah,
Because
we can
that time
come
is
to
so
end.
important. Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought of ending with a motivational song for them. Maybe they will like it. Let's see. Okay. So other than that, and we are wishing you very best for the exams. Be strong and face it successfully. Okay.
Yes.
Best of luck, students, and I am wishing you, when you see the question, as soon as possible, you should remember all the answers. Okay, wishing you all the very best.
단단하게 멘탈을 붙잡고 날렵하게 매무새를 다듬고 한 걸음 두 걸음 다가설게 두려울 건
You all the very best. Wishing you all the very best, and thank you for joining our sessions. And always you're in our dua. Okay.